All right, so we come to the year 2000, and the best picture was Gladiator. I remember we had a guy, the Fort Worth Star Telegram newspaper here in Fort Worth, that was the movie critic. He threw a big old tizzy because he thought Gladiator was crap when it was nominated or when it won. Um, he was kind of an idiot. He's gone now. Gladiator is a good popcorn movie, a good blockbuster box office populist movie. Um Nothing wrong with it. It's not best picture material, but other things that were nominated that year were Chocolat, which I never saw, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, which I saw and it was pretty good. Aaron Brockovich, I think I saw a little bit of it on TV. I don't like Julia Roberts, but I think she actually did an okay job in that, but I never saw the whole movie. And Traffic, which was pretty good about the whole drugs in America and drug trade. And, it was pretty good. Um, Perfect Storm came out. I liked that book I read. It was a really good book. The movie was just okay. It wasn't terrible, but it was definitely not best picture material. Wonder Boys I liked a lot that came out that year with Tobey Maguire. But best picture of 2000 I would have to give to Oh Brother Where Art Thou. Great music, great comedy. George Clooney's probably his best role ever. He's not a great actor, but he can be good. Oh Brother Where Art Thou, best movie of 2000. 2001, uh, Best Picture winner was A Beautiful Mind. I saw it. I thought it was boring. Um, Up for nomination along with A Beautiful Mind were Gosford Park, which was a good movie. I like that. In the Bedroom, I don't even remember that. No idea what it was. Moulin Rouge, which had Nicole Kidman in it, I think. I don't know. I never saw it, but so I never saw it, so I can't really say. Lord of the Rings, I didn't like it. You know, I read those books when I was 13, 14 years old. Loved them back then. By 2000, I was, I don't know, 30 something. So I hadn't read the Lord of the Rings books in years at that point. Probably would have liked these movies a lot more if they would have came out back when I was, teenager, young teenager. But I went and saw the movie, the first one. I never saw the other two. The first one was okay. I didn't think it was that great because it just didn't match. I remembered the books and I really had liked them from a long time, even though I hadn't read them in years. But the movie didn't really match the picture that I had in my head from when I read the books way back when, The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings trilogy. So I'm not saying it's a bad movie, but it just didn't uh, wasn't what I was expecting. And by that time, I didn't really care, to tell you the truth. I went through my Lord of the Rings phase when I was probably 12 to 15 or something, and still a great book. Maybe I'll read it again someday. But the first movie didn't do much for me, so I never saw the other two. Uh, but Amelie didn't get nominated. I don't. Maybe it did. I don't think it got nominated. That was a great movie. Donnie Darko was a really great movie, a weird, strange movie. I think that was probably better than any of these things nominated. It was better than Beautiful Mind. But I would go Mulholland Drive as the best movie of the year. Another David Lynch movie. I think it's better than Blue Velvet. I think it's better than Elephant Man. Elephant Man's close. Eraserhead's too weird to really rank, but Mulholland Drive, which is strange and out there, as David Lynch always is, but still a really great movie. So that's best movie of the year. 2002, Chicago wins Best Picture. I liked it when I saw it. Then I saw it again on HBO or something a year or so later, and I thought it was just okay. It's not a bad movie, but Lord of the Rings Part Two, whatever that's called, was nominated. Never saw it. Uh, Gangs in New York, Scorsese movie. I wasn't crazy about it. I thought by that point Scorsese was repeating himself too, and this was basically Mean Streets or Goodfellas back in the olden days. It wasn't too great. The Hours, I think that was a Nicole Kidman movie. I never saw it, so I don't know. The Pianist, never saw. So, 2002 Panic Room with Jodie Foster was a good edge your seat thriller popcorn movie. Born Identity was a great movie, is a like an update of James Bond. Um, you know, wasn't James Bond, just like a James Bond for the modern day. Very enjoyable movie. My best picture for 2002 goes to Adaptation, another Nicolas Cage movie where he plays twins. Um, Not his best movie and not really even a great movie, but is just from picking, looking around in 2002. It is a really good movie. It's not great, but that's about the best I can come up with for Best Picture of 2002. 2003, Lord of the Rings Part 3 or whatever wins Best Picture. Didn't see it, so I don't know. Um, Also up was Master and Commander, which is supposed to be pretty good, but I've never seen it. Mystic River, which I did see, which is actually a really good movie. Seabiscuit's about a horse, and I think I saw that, but I don't remember. I think it was all right. Lost in Translation with Bill Murray and Scarlett Johansson is by far the best movie of 2003. We go to 2004. Clint Eastwood directed movie Million Dollar Baby with Hilary Swank. I never saw it, so I don't know. Aviator, I think it was about Howard Hughes, maybe. I don't remember. I never saw it. Finding Neverland, I don't know what that is. Ray is about Ray Charles, which I never saw. Sideways would be the best picture of 2004. It was a really good movie. Uh, I'll give a special mention to Napoleon Dynamite. It's so goofy and stupid and funny that it's worth getting a mention, but certainly not a best picture. But Sideways, which is a good movie, so that'd be best picture 2004. 2005, Crash, that was boring. Brokeback Mountain was okay. Capote, I never saw. Good Night, Good Luck was George Clooney, I think. Edward Murrow. I remember that as being okay. Munich, I never saw. The Descent was a fun movie. The Spelunker girls in the cave with the monsters in the cave. That was fun. Not Best Picture. Serenity was my choice for Best Picture of 2005, which was Josh Whedon after Buffy, great TV show, one of the great TV shows of all time, made a show called Firefly, which was a outer space sci-fi thing, which usually isn't my cup of tea. I like the old 50s, you know, UFO men from outer space movies, but I'd never liked Star Wars or Star Trek or anything. But Firefly was great. Unfortunately, it got canceled after like 12 episodes, but Whedon got the opportunity to sort of round things off with a movie, and Serenity is the name of the movie. It's really fun. I don't know that it's Best Picture, uh, great cinema, but it's a fun, really good movie, and I can't think of anything better from 2005, so I'll name Serenity the Best Picture of the year. It's better than Crash. Um, 2006, The Departed. I know the title, but I'm trying to think of what it was, and I don't remember what it was. Babel, I don't know. I don't know what that is. Letters of Iwo Jima, obviously a World War II movie. I don't remember it. Little Miss Sunshine was cute and funny, but nothing great. Um, Marie Antoinette was another Sofia Coppola directed movie. I like that. That's a good movie. That's a really good one. Last King of Scotland was a really good movie. My pick for Best Picture 2006 would be The Queen, which is Queen Elizabeth of England, and it deals with the events of when Princess Diana died and how the royal family reacted, etc., etc., which sounds kind of boring because, but it's a good movie. I always kind of like Queen Elizabeth. The rest of the royal family, including Diana, could care less about them, but Queenie, she's all right in my book. 2007, No Country for Old Men wins Best Picture. It's a Cormac McCarthy book. I read the book several years before the movie. Really good book. I'm looking at the other things that were nominated. Atonement, which I saw, was a pretty good one. Um, Not a bad movie. Juno was kind of stupid. Michael Clayton, I never saw. I think that's the guy in the IRA. Could be totally wrong. There Will Be Blood is the same guy that did Magnolia. Paul, whatever his name is, the director. I've never seen it. I think it's probably worth watching, but I just never have watched it yet. So No Country with Old Men for old men, I'll go with that. That was a good movie. Like again, I don't know if it was a great movie, but it was a really good one. So I got no problem with that one being Best Picture 207 because I can't think of anything better. 2008 Slumdog Millionaire won Best Picture. It's pretty good movie. Curious Case of Benjamin Button was nominated. I never saw it. What's his name grows younger instead of older. Angela Jolie's husband. I don't know. I never saw it. Frost Nixon was nominated, which I would like to see. The David Frost interviews with Nixon. I haven't seen it yet, and it's on my to watch list. Milk about Harvey Milk, mayor of San Francisco, right? Never saw that. The Reader. Not sure that I remember what that is. I never saw it. Um, Let the Right One In is a vampire movie, a foreign film. I'll go with that. Uh, that is actually, I think, unless I have that right, that might be the original foreign one, or that might be the American remake. But little girl is a vampire and a little boy, and they're about 12 or whatever, and good movie. So I'll go with that. It's better than Slumdog Millionaire, which isn't a bad movie. Let the Right One In, Best Picture of 2008. 2009, Best Picture is Hurt Locker. I think that's about the Afghanistan-Iraq War. I think. I never saw it. Avatar, that's a James Cameron movie. James Cameron. Well, I'll give James Cameron. The Terminator was a great movie, and The Terminator 2 were great movies. Otherwise, he seems like a total asshole, and his movies are pretty crap. Titanic, of course, being just awful. Avatar was blue people running around, and I don't know what it was, but it looked stupid, so I never went and saw it. So it could be good, but I don't know. Movie called White Ribbon was supposed to be really good. I remember reading good reviews, but I've never seen it, so I can't comment on that. The Blind Side yeah, it was okay. It's like one of those movies of the week, but it wasn't bad. Precious, haven't seen. Inglorious Bastards is, I didn't like Pulp Fiction, but this is a Tarantino movie that I did like. It was a lot of fun. This is better than Pulp Fiction. But Best Picture 209 was a really good one. Carey Mulligan, called An Education. A girl who's still in school falls in love with an older guy who's more worldly, and that doesn't really work out too well. But it's set in England back in the I think like the early 60s. Really good movie. So that'd be Best Picture of the Year for 2009. 2010, The King's Speech won Best Picture, which was a good movie. I like that. Other that were in contention, Winter's Bone was a really good movie. That was Jennifer Lawrence before she made The Hunger Games. It's better than The Hunger Games, even though I didn't mind. I saw the first movie of that. I never saw the others. First Hunger Games was alright, but Winter's Bone is actually a serious, dramatic film that's real acting. Good movie. True Grit, the remake, was fun. Meek's Cut Off and Blue Valentine were both really good movies. And The Town was a fun popcorn movie with, and my best movie of 2010 is Somewhere, which is another Sofia Coppola directed movie. Very slow, moves at the speed of a glacier, but I love it. It's a really good movie, and it's one of her lesser known ones. Virgin Suicides, Lost in Translation, and Marie Antoinette were a lot more out there and known than Somewhere. But Somewhere is a guy's a famous actor, and his daughter gets dumped on him, and it sort of shows his life behind the scenes, and doesn't sound that exciting, but it's I liked it a lot. One of my favorite movies of that decade, I guess. 2011, The Artist won Best Picture. That's sort of the silent movie with the dog in it. I like that quite a bit. My pick would be between a movie called Martha, Marcy May, Marlene, or Hugo, and Hugo did get nominated. That was a really good movie. I thought a pretty incredible movie. Drive and Super 8 were both pretty good movies from that year, but Hugo would be my pick, Best Picture 2011. 2012, Argo. One Best Picture. I never saw it. I don't remember what it was. Beasts of Southern Wild supposed to be good. I want to see it, just haven't yet. Life of Pi, same thing. Haven't seen it yet. Silver Lining Playbook, I haven't seen. Some people told me it's good. Lincoln sounds stuffy and boring, but I'll probably watch it someday. Django Unchained. It's another Tarantino movie. It was not as good as Inglourious Bastards, but it went on too long, but it was pretty good all the same. I guess Moonrise Kingdom be my pick for favorite movie of that year. I never saw Argo, so I can't. 2013, 12 Years a Slave. Haven't seen it yet. Want to see it. Haven't seen American Hustle. Uh, Nebraska is another one that I really want to see that I haven't yet. And Philomena is another one I want to see. I haven't seen any of those movies though, and I looked around for stuff from 2013 and couldn't really see anything that looked. So I just won't pick for that year. 2014, Birdman won. Heard that's supposed to be pretty good. A little weird and strange, but good. Haven't seen it. Haven't seen Grand Budapest Hotel, which I've heard is really good. Haven't seen Selma, which I've heard good and bad things about. Same with Whiplash. I've heard good and bad about. Haven't seen. I did see Gone Girl. That was a fun, just little thriller entertainment piece of fluff. But I wouldn't say Best Picture, so I can't pick anything from 2014 because I haven't seen any of those movies, and I looked around and I couldn't find anything that stood out to me. Maybe I didn't see any new movies in 2014. Um, so that's the end of it. 2015 we haven't picked yet, but I went and saw Love and Mercy, the Beach Boys Brian Wilson movie today. Incredible movie, great movie. I'll call that my favorite movie of the year, but I haven't seen anything else as far as new movies. Anyway, that was a long ass video. So hope somebody watches this, and we will see you later. And next time we'll be talking about music and records.